Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to today's video. Today I'm going to show you how to create this amazing poster design in Photoshop. Without further delay, let's step into Photoshop. Let me show you how to do it. Okay, so we are going to use A4 size. So Control N, okay, and then go to print there, and then let's choose A4 size. Okay, now you can also use this dimension if that's what you want to do. Let's just call it poster. All right, and then resolution 300, leave everything like this. Now here the background, I'm going to change the background to black. For some reason that's what I want to do today, and I'll click on create. Also guys, you go to Windows, or let's go to view rather, then let's go to new guides layout. I'm going to set here to 8, I'm going to set here to 3, and what else can I do to this one? Let's leave everything like this. Let's click on okay. So we are done. We want to also begin with our background. Now the background is really going to be interesting. Okay, this is how we are going to create it. So the first thing is, okay, so we're going to bring our red there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it up like that. Okay, let's, I think I love this. I'm going to keep it this way for now. Okay, so for now I'm going to keep it this way. So that's red. We also want to bring in the color yellow over there, and this is it. I'm going to drag it in there as well. Okay, now with this, let's just push it like that. Great. Okay, so I believe this is also perfect. Now guys, remember, you can just go here, go to that adjustments, go to hue and saturation, clip it to color red. You can see it's clipped to color red, and then just play with the colors and choose the colors that you want. Okay, just play with the colors until you are comfortable with what you want. But now I don't want anything, so I'm going to delete it. Okay, I'm going to delete it. Allow it this way, allow it that way. Now guys, also remember, I am not the original creator of these this particular design. Okay, we need to give credit to who credit is due. This was designed by Devon Graphics. Okay, and so guys, check him out on Pinterest. It was designed by Devon Graphics. Okay, I am not the originator. I'm not the one who holds not the rights to this design. Okay, so I'm going to click on yellow, and I'm going to start bringing in some few photos or images. I'm going to bring this one, I'm going to put it here. Okay, so that's good. You can see it's there perfectly. I'm also going to bring this one, drag it in there. Yep, I love this as well. Then I'm going to drag this one, and I'm going to drag it in there as well. Good. But for this one, I'm going to drag it on top of it. This is where I want it to be. So everything looks good, everything looks great, with the exception of I don't like how this side looks, so we need to hide it. We need to hide it. To do that, I'm going to bring this one, I'm going to drag it in there, and I'm going to, oh sorry, let's drag it in there. Great. And then we can drag it down like that to conceal that side. Genius. Brilliant. Okay, so we are done with this. Now we can put it in a group. Well, you can call it whatever you want to call it. You can call it background, you can call it anything you love to call it. Okay, so I think this is great so far. Now what we can do is to bring our theme, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to type over here, then I'm going there, and I'm going to bring the rest of the detail encounter. That is the main theme of the poster or the flyer. Okay, I'm going to set it to color white for now. Then I'm going to use the font called Chilvonia, or whatever it is, Chilvonia Stamp Regular. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use, Chilvonia Stamp Regular. Good. Then we are going to increase the font. Okay, so guys, that's what you're going to do, increase the font to maybe 200 or even upwards. Okay, and then click on your move tool and then move it here. Now it's too compacted, we don't want it like that, so let's click on 0 to space it out nicely. Now you can also make it italics. Okay, that also makes it quite interesting. And then we want to make it a little bit also a little pronounced for us to see what we are doing. So let's go to drop shadow, and then let's set it to color black, multiply. Okay, and the opacity, let's set the opacity to 79 or 76, whatever we want to do. The angle, we can set the angle to 135. Okay, and then the distance 36 here, and then the spread 0, and then the size 0. Okay, it's going to give us something like this. Also, we want to go to the contour and we're going to pick this one. Okay, and that is it. Might not make any difference, but I will love it this way. Okay, and then we are going to type there again. This time we are going to pick the sub theme. Okay, we are not going to use Chilvonia, we are going to use Montserrat. Okay, and we are going to use Montserrat regular. I'm going to pick regular over here. Okay, now we also do not want it to be that big, so we are going to set it to a lower figure. Now guys, play with the figure you like to use. Okay, just play with the figure you like to use. I figure this is going to be great. I'm going to leave it like this. Okay, but I also want it to be a little pronounced, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it some drop shadow again. I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to give drop shadow there, and then over here at the distance I'm going to give it 4. That's all I'm going to do. This way it can really be seen. So I'm going to put it in a group, Control G, and then I'm going to call it theme, because that is the theme. Also let me push it up. Okay. Also, I want to bring in the logo. Where can I put the logo now? Right now I'm trying to figure out where I can put stuff. Okay, the logo always has to be upright, so I feel like that's place is gonna be cool. Okay, and the other thing is that let me push it this way a little bit. You also want it to be centered. Okay, so this is going to be good. Then Control R, I'm going to pull this here, then I'm going to pull this here. Okay, now it might be difficult trying to do that, but basically this is what we have to do. It's also going to be Facebook Live, so we need to figure out where to put the Facebook Live, and I figured around this side would do. Okay, maybe even make it a little smaller. Maybe around this side would do. Okay, so we are trying to just organize the rest of the information on the stuff. And then what else can we bring? We can bring their names, right? We can bring their names. This guy is called Ash Father Alonso. I don't know what kind of name is. I don't know who gave this. Okay, I gave the name. Damn, it's a bad name. Okay, so I'm going to set it to color black. And then I'm going to use capital letters for everything. Okay, so but I feel like the font size is too much. But still, let's make maybe 12. Let's see. Let's make it 13. Maybe let's make this one 16. Let's see. All right, and then let's also make it very bold. Okay, make it bold. That's good. And then let's make sure it's that aligned. Good. Now we can duplicate it, and then we can go and bring in what guest. All right, and then we're going to place the guest there. Then now let's move. I don't want to use this font. I want to use Holy Mount. Okay, Holy Mount. So I'm going to use Holy Mount like that. I also don't want it to be caps, so I'm going to take the caps off. Then I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, okay, so that people can really see. So increase the size until you can see, people can see it. I think people can see this one. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to make it red. All right, and then I also want it to be very bold, so I'm going to click on this to make it a little bit bolder. I think that is it for now. We can put it in a group, and then Control G. We are going to call it what's the name we give to it? Ash. Okay, now we're going to duplicate it. Control J to duplicate it, and then we are going to pull it somewhere here. Okay, somewhere there, and then we're going to pick Nanekria Papebi, the original Nanekria. Now all these guys, all these are fake names. Okay, don't Google them. Don't go and Google them. You won't find them. Okay, so I'm tempted to do something. I want to make it middle aligned. Yep. That means I also have to make this one middle aligned, right? And then I'll have to drag this one somewhere there. Good. Good, so that we can see the end well. Good. Then we can push everything there so that you can see it well. Good. Now I feel like duplicate. Let's call this one Anna. Good. I feel like duplicating this one and bringing it somewhere here, but we cannot see the details, right? So that means that we're going to put this one there and push it underneath it so that the details will stand out a little bit. Good. I'm going to put it somewhere there, and I'm going to open it. I'll drag it in there, and then the name that you're going to use is Kweku Bonsam. Kweku Bonsam. Okay. and then drag it somewhere there. I'm going to make it color white, and in fact even the guest I'm going to make it color white, but I still feel like it doesn't really stand out. I can't really explain why, but it feels like it's not really standing out. It's not really standing out. So what are we going to do? Let me rotate it like this. So I have an idea. I'm going to double click it. Okay, I'm going to gradient overlay, and I'm going to give it a gradient. Okay, so over here I'm going to double click it. All right, and I'm going to give the color E5 C307 for that. Then over here I'm going to give it E0490D. Great. All right, I'm going to keep it linear here. Then the angle, let's keep the angle 0. There, I'm starting to show forth. Let's keep here 59. Let's also click on a line over there, but we can't really see anything, right? So let's just drag it there like that. This is good. I love this so far. And let's close it. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to put all of them in a group. I'm going to call it names. All right, so let's just close all the groups. What else do we have? Okay, so I'm going to put this in the group. I'm going to call it logo. I'm going to put this in the group. I'm going to call it FB live. Right, good. So these are all grouped nicely. The next thing we can do is to bring in the date, and the date we are going to type this side, and then we are going to pick yeah, those 3 details. We're going to paste it there. Okay, we are still going to use Montserrat for that, and we're going to use Montserrat word bold. But now we cannot see. Let me click on my move to. Let me put. We cannot really see it. So what are we going to do? Let's reduce the font size. Okay, so play with it. Reduce the size that you want, and then if here is going to be 30, I'm going to give the exact same size to this side as well. That's the leading. Okay, I might even decrease it a little bit more if I want to. Let's see, and I feel like it should be all caps as well. Okay, let me reduce it a bit. All right, so then down here, sorry, underneath the down here, I'm going to make it yellow. Pick the yellow color in there. I think this is great so far. I'm going to push it somewhere there in the middle there. Then I might duplicate it and then drag it somewhere here. All right, and then I'm going to call it 5 p.m. Now for the 5 p.m. we have a couple of options. We have to make it big. Okay, so that's what we are going to do right now. We're going to make it very big. So just make it big and very pronounced, and then we might even have to maybe increase or decrease this one, the tracking, to maybe around -20. Okay, I'll make it also yellow. Great, I'll duplicate it and then drag it down. Then I'll go and pick prompt, and then I'll paste it there, and then Control T. I'm going to resize it till exactly. You guys are following me. You guys are good. You guys are following me. We are going to make it color white. Then I'll duplicate it again, and then this time I'm going to push it way down. And then what we are going to do is we are going to pick these figures or these details. We are going to paste it there, but we don't want it to be too big. So I figured we might give it a lower figure. Okay, so just play with the figures that you feel like you want to use. Okay, I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to reduce this a little bit. Maybe let me make it 10. Exciting, something like this. Then now I can go and bring in this one. What am I using this particular one? Just for aesthetic reasons, and also to give a little attention to the telephone number, because it's a very small figure. Okay, so that is it. I'm going to put it in a group. I'm going to call it, time telephone. Time and telephone. Then this, I'm going to put it in the group. I'm going to call it date. Are you guys following? I believe you guys are following me. Okay, so this is good so far. What else can we do? The details. Okay, that has to do with the venue. We have to put the venue there. I'm going to click here. I'm going to put the venue there. The venue is too big, so I'm going to open the character, and then I'm going to just decrease the font size a little bit. Okay, so guys, decrease the font size a little bit until you feel like it's okay. I'm going to move it somewhere in the middle, and then maybe I'm also going to decrease the tracking -40. Okay, and then if possible, this side of it, I'm going to make it medium. Yes, and then this side of it, I'm going to make it black. All right, and then Control H, Control T, keep it middle aligned. I think this is great so far. I'm going to put it in a group, and then call it venue. All right, now Control G to put stuff in groups. Okay, so I feel like this is all over. Okay, everything is neatly placed. The head is even in the middle. We need to make sure the head is in the middle. Everything is good. Okay, so merge everything together. Control Alt Shift and then E, then right click it and convert it to a smart object. Now we need to go to filter, and then we need to go to camera raw filter. We need to add two things to it. Okay, we need to go to this side, details, and then increase the figure for sharpening 99. All right, and then that is it. Now let's go all the way to FX. We also need to give it some grain. Okay, so I'm going to give here 48, then I'm going to this side 25, then I'll go to this side 50, and then that is it. Okay, now it's beginning to look great. Okay, what I'm going to do again is going to Control Alt Shift and D to merge everything together again. I'm going to call this noise, then I'll call this texture, and then guys, remember the texture I gave you guys, right? You guys remember the texture I gave you guys? Yeah. So what you're going to do is you're going to that texture, and then it should be inside. I'm going to leave a link in the description. It should be there. You should be able to find it. Okay, now once you get that texture, okay, watch that video, find out how you're going to do that. You're going to get that texture, and then I want you to copy that texture all the way over there. Okay, there's a video I showed you how to do all those stuff, how to create that texture. Now let's wait for it to be done. When it's done, we are going to apply it. Okay, all right, so great. We're going to hide it, and then we're going to delete this one, camera raw. You're going to pick this one. You can see that one over there. Drag it over here. Oh, sorry. All right, guys, so you can see we didn't here. We need to right click it and convert it to a smart object. That is really important. And then this side, drag it all the way here. Good. Then this one, delete it. Now drag the texture. All right, and then create. All right, so now this texture, you're going there, you're going to set it to soft light. All right, so that is it for you. All right, so guys, that is basically it. If you love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel. Links to the font is going to be in the description. Links to everything, the resources are going to be in the description. But most importantly, I'll be very happy if you like the video and you comment and even subscribe. More epic videos are coming. Like I said, this video was originally designed by Devon. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.